everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Mia J, and in my channel I'm discussing parenting, business, life overall, and then of course VSG. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so that you're made aware when I drop a video, so you can follow me on my journey. And while you're here, don't forget to hit that like button and leave me a comment as well. Alright, so I want y'all to excuse me with my congestion going on here. I don't have COVID. So what happened, last time I made a video, I was a little bit under the weather. My son had got sick from a few kids that we had washed at our house. You know, if you have kids or you know about kids, they carry around a bunch of germs. So he had got a cold, and then I had got that cold, and then I went on my trip to Vegas. And then my son was staying with someone, the same family that whose kids we watched, and he had got a cold when he was there again, and thus the cold I have now. I got tested for COVID, still COVID free. We're just trying to rock it out with this cold, but we'll go ahead and get into today's video. So a lot has happened since the last time I gave you guys an update. So if you watched my last video, I let you guys know that I was going to Vegas to celebrate my birthday. I didn't take as many videos, as much content as I wanted to, but I will try to upload something from my trip around here in this section right here. Feeling it? Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it.
Contain some alcohol, and I probably do. Think I do contain alcohol. So that's Excalibur. Alright. But while I was on my trip in Vegas, I actually got a call on my birthday from the bariatric center that I had already sent the paperwork to and completed the seminar with. So when I talked to her, she said that I can go ahead and schedule an appointment with the surgeon. So that appointment pretty much was me meeting with an exercise specialist, a nutritionist, and then meeting with the surgeon. And she also told me what the requirements are as well for that specific office. So what I have to do with them is a psych eval. I did get that scheduled with someone because the person they had was out of network for my insurance. So the way it works with the psychiatrist that I scheduled with, I have to do, it's all over the phone. I have to do one appointment where it's like an intro appointment over the phone, and then 2 weeks later I meet with the actual psychiatrist to do the evaluation. So once that's done, I'll update you guys on kind of how that went. She also told me that I need to register with BRS through my insurance, which BRS stands for Bariatric Resource Services, which I already did because I did that first when I first reached out to my insurance and showed interest. And then after that, that's when I met with the nurse. She also told me I have to have 6 months of medically supervised weight loss. Technically, I believe I already met that. I was going to a medical weight loss facility here, and I took that paperwork to my insurance and they accepted it. And I just took them the same paper when I went in for my appointment, and they said call back in about a week. So I'll probably call mid next week just to see if they do accept that, and if they do, perfect. That'll be less work for me to do. And I also have to get a letter of medical necessity from my primary care doctor. So I scheduled an appointment to meet with my doctor after the holiday because it's Friday, Labor Day is Monday, so I'm meeting with my doctor that Tuesday so we can get that part scheduled. And then when I went in for my actual appointment, the nutritionist actually had to leave early that day, which it happens, you know, it's life. So I scheduled a phone appointment there to meet with her, and I actually had that phone conversation today So I'll just run through kind of like the gist of what happened with each meeting with each specialist. So first I met with the exercise specialist. He kind of went over what my current regimen is, and pretty much I told him I go and do boxing about 3 times a week. I aim for more, and it was more prior to me moving, but with me moving, I haven't been able to get out there as much as I would like to, so on average it's been 3. But it hasn't been much over the last few weeks because I've been sick back to back. I kind of have like a little bit of an upper respiratory infection going on, and I'm getting over that, so it's been hard for me to like do a lot of physical work without getting winded. And boxing, if you've ever boxed before, it is very, very cardio driven, even if it doesn't seem like it. So I haven't got back into that yet, but I plan to get back into it as soon as I'm back 100 with my health. And then I told him like after that I'll just spend like 15 minutes doing a little bit of like weight training. Sometimes I'll do like my arms, my legs, and then I'll sometimes meet with a personal trainer where they'll have me do stuff with weights, and then I also run combos with them as well. So he said that the regimen I have now is perfect to just keep it up. He said the goal is 150 minutes of exercise a week, and technically I'm exceeding that goal because that's a little over 2 hours, about 2.5 hours. He also said try to get good steps in as well. I have an Apple Watch, so I'll probably just use that just to make sure that I'm getting a decent amount of steps in between, you know, everyday life and my workouts also. Now, he did tell me that after I do have surgery, I can't do any core exercises for 2 months, and I can't lift anything over 25 pounds for about a month. That's gonna be hard because I have a toddler and he weighs 30 pounds. And he's a mama's boy, so I don't know how that's gonna work. I guess I'll just cross that bridge when I get there. If anybody has any tips on what they did, they have younger children and they had the surgery, please let me know, because I know it's gonna be hard for both of us if I can't pick him up for an extended amount of time, especially in like a month. And then I also asked him about how soon after surgery can you get back to exercising, and he said immediately. And the whole goal with that is just to go based off of your own comfortability. So if you're comfortable and you feel good and you want to go and run a marathon after your surgery, you could do it as long as you feel comfortable doing it. But he said primarily most people just start with walking because they're still dealing with the pain from the surgery and stuff. So I know that's what I'll be doing, is just trying to do some laps around my subdivision that I live in. And then after I met with the exercise specialist, I met with the surgeon. And then I must add too that when I met with the exercise specialist, he was really nice. He was really friendly, willing to answer questions. He gave me all his information as well and said, you know, if I have any questions in the future going forward, that I could just go ahead and reach out to him with those questions. Now with the surgeon pretty much, he came in, introduced himself, and then broke down how the surgery is gonna work. The way he said is they're gonna, he got a little marker board. He was walking around with this. I'm sorry, mine is dirty. I use it a lot and I need to get it clean. But he had that, and he drew a picture of what the surgery is gonna look like. So he just demonstrated how, you know, you have your esophagus, and then you have your stomach, and then you have your intestines. So he said he demonstrated how they're gonna go in laparoscopically. So they're not making any like major incisions. There's really small incisions that are on your stomach, and they're taking them out about 85%, leaving a sleeve behind. So there's not anything plastic or anything going in your body. It's just sleeve comes from the shape of the pouch that you're left with to eat with once the surgery is completed. So he did that. Hey guys, I know this is a little bit less formal, but I just wanted to add in as well that my surgeon did say that when they cut off the 85% of your stomach, it temporarily removes the hormone ghrelin. And if you're not familiar with ghrelin, that's the hormone in your body that tells your body that it's hungry. So he said for around the first 6 months, you won't get that hungry sensation anymore because your body's not really producing that hormone, because that part of your stomach was removed that produced that hormone. I just want to add that part in. And he also explained that, you know, with that particular surgery that I'm interested in, which is vertical sleeve that pretty much himself has had no deaths or no complications really with any of his patients, and he said he completed thousands of surgeries, and that overall the rate of complications and deaths with this particular procedure for both is kind of like less than 1%. So that made me happy. I kind of knew that already from my research, but it was nice hearing it from the doctor to confirm that. And then I also asked him a few questions on my own as well that I have been researching and wondering as well with the surgery. So he said when I do have my surgery, I am going to be staying in the hospital overnight. I also asked about at-home support because with me being here in Arizona, I really don't have that much family support. But he said I really won't need that much support. Like, I'll be able to get up and move around as needed. And then with work, being off of work, he said if I lift heavy, which I don't, I have a sit-down desk bank job. So typically if you lift heavy at work, you'll be off around 2 weeks. But for me, I can be off about a week or so, or however I feel comfortable. I did ask him about post-op support, and he said they have a Facebook group that I did request to join that has people going that are pre-op and post-op as well. And they also have monthly meetings that I can attend and join that currently are virtual. And I am interested in expanding my family. So I asked him about that, like what his protocol is, because I did research that different physicians have different, I don't want to say requirements, but recommendations rather, for when to proceed with expanding your family. So he said for him, he recommends about a year post-op. He said around that time, that's when your weight should begin to plateau after surgery. And then he said pretty much just get your vitamin levels checked. And then if everything's good to go, then you can go ahead and proceed with having a family. Surgeon was pretty cool. I got pretty good vibes from him. So that was a nice experience. And then today I had my phone conversation with the nutritionist. That one, I feel like there was a lot of information to that one. Some things I already knew, some things I didn't know, some things I just needed a little boost and refresher on. So she sent me a few documents in my email that had 100 calorie snack ideas, because the goal is that you need to eat 3 meals and 2 snacks a day. And then the 2 meals should be no more than 100 calories each. She told me that to start trying to implement the 10-20-30 rule. If you're not familiar with that, that's when you don't drink 10 minutes before eating unless you're getting just a snack. She said you can drink while you're eating your snack, and then you eat slowly for 20 minutes while you're eating your meal, and then you don't drink until 30 minutes after you've had your meal. She also says to set no eating zones, so like not in front of like the computer, the TV, in the bedroom or things like that, to try to sit down and eat at the table so you can focus on solely eating. She said try to find a multivitamin with iron. I did ask her because I know that when you first have your surgery, you can't swallow pills. So she did say that it was okay to get a Flintstone vitamin with iron, just no gummy vitamins. Right now I do take vitamins, so I'll continue taking those until I have my surgery, and then I have to switch to the chewable vitamins like the Flintstone vitamins. But for right now, I'll just use what I already take now. She said also drink about 64 ounces of water a day. For me, on average, I drink about 1 gallon a day. I haven't been, because I've been sick, and getting liquids now has really been a struggle still with my throat being a little bit sore. But on average, I do have my gallon. I'll show you guys again if you want to what my gallon looks like that I got off of Amazon. And then also decrease processed foods, fast foods, and simple sugars. My family, I told you guys before, I'm really cheap and I don't like to eat out. I really don't. I hate it. I never know what I want to eat when it's time to eat out, and I just try to pick the most simplest thing because it's so hard. And I like my food, and I know my food tastes well. I know what's in it, and I prefer to go that route. But just so that way, you know, I am aware, and anybody who's watching this video, that is something they want you to do, is to decrease that processed food, the boxed food, and simple sugars. You know, pretty much anything that can come in a box or bag, they want you to decrease you in that. And then one thing she told me that I wasn't really aware of is to eat within 1 hour of waking. I had not heard that before. I'm gonna try to implement that so I can start my day off mindfully with a nice meal and eat within an hour. No promises there, but I will certainly try. That pretty much was the gist of the meeting I had with the exercise specialist, the surgeon, and the nutritionist. Going forward, I am going to start to meal prep because, what better way to start than now? So what I did earlier today was I made a list and I have everything broken down for each day of the week. So what I'm gonna have for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and my 2 snacks, and try to make sure it can accommodate my boyfriend and my son as well. So I do have a picky toddler. He eats healthy, but he's still picky. So I did that, and then I broke down a grocery list so that way I can grocery shop for the first half of the week. And then once that time rolls around, my midweek, go shopping for the last half of the week. So that way I'm not bombarded with a bunch of food in the house, having to do a bunch of shopping, and then that'll help eliminate waste and spending so much money at a time on food. So I might start doing meal videos as well, and then maybe I grocery shop a little bit, but sometimes I do like delivery because I going to the grocery store is a little bit time consuming. So, and then I like to shop, so when I'm in the store anyway, I'm in there for a little minute, even if I just come in there for one item. So me, just having like pickup or delivery for my groceries, then that way I know like I'm only getting what I'm supposed to, and I'm not wasting time going in and out the doggone store. So I might do those videos, but I'll definitely try to upload my meals. If I don't upload them on YouTube, I'll upload them on my social media page. I'll put my handle down below in the description box. So that's that. Anything else going on for me business wise? I'm working on getting my fall collection out. I have 2 pumpkin items coming out. I will let you guys know when they drop, so keep an eye out for that. I'll also drop it on my social media page as well, so if you're following me, you can see it there. And then I also want to get back to my morning routine. I just got off a 3rd shift about 2 months ago. I've been working 3rd shift for about not an hour and a half, a year and a half. And then I want to start getting into a better routine where I can set the tone for my day. So what I was doing was I was like opening all the windows in my house, burning my sage, and then I was lighting candles, whether they were my candles that I made that I had like excess, or sometimes I like Bath and Body Works candles too. And then I'll also light some incense depending on the room. I was doing 100 jump ropes, and then doing a wall sit for a minute and a plank hold for a minute. I want to get back to that, and then now that I'm having to work a little, like an hour later, I want to be able to take like my dog. I have 2 dogs, so I want to take them both for a 15-minute walk. So that'll be 30 minutes total of walking in the morning, and then maybe get in the 30-minute workout, depending on how the morning's looking. I get up on time, so I gotta get to work. So the hardest part for that for me is I am not a morning person at all. I never have been my whole entire life. It's so hard for me to get up in the morning and do what I need to do. But if you are a morning person, or you have to make yourself a morning person, please leave me tips and help us out, because I need some help, because I really do want to get back into setting the tone for my day. But it's just so hard because I just can't get up for the life of me. Like I just can't do it. And then also upcoming, I have a trip to go see my aunt at the end of the month in Maryland. So I'm excited for that. I haven't seen her in close to 2 years, because I saw her right before I moved to Arizona. So that's gonna be nice. Me and my son are gonna fly out to go see her for a few days. But otherwise, that's kind of what's going on. I'll, just as things arise, I'll keep you guys updated, make those meal videos. And they're not like me actually cooking them. I'll do videos of me, like what my meal looks like for a week and how that's going. And then I would love if you guys help me accountable for that as well. But that pretty much wraps up today's video. Thank you so much for your time supporting my journey. Again, my name is Mia J. I will leave my social. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button, so that way you'll be able to follow me on the rest of my journey. And be sure to like and leave a comment for me as well. If you've gone through VSG, If you have any tips for me or anything that you wish you would have done at this stage that I'm in right now, or even stages I'm about to enter, I would love to read your comments. But otherwise, thank you so much for being here. Be safe, and see you guys next time. Bye.